got my second sticker in the last few days from Robert Boyce Wood Turning. He has some interesting stuff. What I particularly like is the log pieces turned into bowls. That's what I tend to do, so I always look for that in what I'm looking for. I do very few wood glue ups. But in any case, check out Robert Boyce Wood Turning's YouTube channel. Okay, I've got a piece of unknown wood. It's spalted. You can see the black and yellow and different various colors. I'm going to try and make something from this odd shape. I tipped it a little bit, so I think it will be flatter on top, but it's still going to be an odd shaped bowl. We'll see what I get when I get done. Okay, I've decided to leave the outside at this state here, which means there's a chainsawed area here, and then it's mostly round everywhere, but then the side slopes way down here, and I've got a mortise here and a foot here. I'm going to sand the back side and flat sand here with Sandoflex, and then this stuff, it's got a lot of I guess you'd call it tear out, or it's just distorted because it's fairly soft wood that has bent inward and just done a lot of ugly things. I think it'll turn out, there's some really tiny holes here. I don't know what that is. They must be some insect. But I think I've taken all I'm going to take off the outside. I'm going to start working on the top of the bowl now. As you can see, I'm going to make a dish that goes down hopefully as deep as that woodworm screw went, but I can't go much below that because I think the woodworm screw and the depth I did on the other side with the Forstner bit are very close together. So my intent is to dig this down as deep as I can without bumping into the other side, and then making a dish that's going to have sides over here and may or may not have sides over here. Okay, here's my first coat of finish. It's a salad bowl finish that I've had forever. I think you can still get it. I just looked up online. I don't know for sure, but I think that they have the same thing. Now, whether they formulated it differently than they did years ago, I don't know for sure. Here's one of my first coat of finish on the front side. I had one on the back. I've sanded a little bit of it so it's not quite as coated. But in any case, this is basically the first coat on the front or the top, and the second coat on the back. It's soaking it in pretty good because the wood was very spalted or whatever, soft. It's the wood is, I think, after turning this, that this is oak that's been very rotted. It didn't rot so much that it's fallen apart, but it definitely rotted enough to turn white. I'm not positive, and I'll have to look at more of the bowl more closely after I get it off the lathe here to decide whether it's oak or not. It's got a lot of interesting character. There's a billion little tiny black holes. I don't know what they are. I assume they're bug holes, but they've got something in them. They're not empty. I think it's going to look pretty good. Okay. Okay, here is my iPhone charging stand that's going to use the MagSafe charger, wireless charging. What I had to do was, the diameter of this is 2 3/16. I made this 2 1/4 because I couldn't find 2 3/16. And then I need to be able to fit this here so that this won't hold, and I won't be putting undue stress on the wire. And the hole in this has to clear this piece, so I have to be able to fit that through there. So it does fit. I haven't attached everything in place, but so you can see the wire coming through. There's a little 1/8" slot here, basically a blade width, that I can now bond this down. So my intent is to hot melt glue this in place and this in place, and then I'll put a nail hole up here and put a nail in the wall and be able to hang this and run this down some distance. I won't be able to hang it real far because the cord is only so long. Here's the last coat of finish before I glue on the MagSafe charger piece on there and mount them all together so they're permanently attached together. I've worked on my Apple phone charger. I got this Apple Watch magnetic charger to USB cable. It's about 1 meter long. I've super glued this in. I originally tried hot melt glue, but the aluminum on the back is just too slick for the hot melt glue to hold. Hopefully the super glue will hold. If it doesn't, then I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. But I've got the cord going down through. It's actually hot melt glued to the back of the wood so that it stays in place. Okay, here is my MagSafe Apple charger that I've attached to a wooden bowl. I decided to make it into a phone charger stand because it was kind of a lopsided bowl. And you can see it's attached here. I can pop this guy off. There's the what it looks like without the phone in place. And so I put the phone back on there, holds it for you, and looks kind of interesting. It kind of matches my watch stand that I made, that I've used for charging my watch for a long time now.